Have you ever been doing or making so much at one time that you literally feel like you're accomplishing nothing? That's where I'm at right now, and I really need that to stop. So here are my plans. I have this fabric. I ruined it. I hate it. It's all my fault, but I'm gonna do something about it. Basically, I got this linen. It was nice at one point, and I guess it was dry clean only. I don't dry clean things, so you know me, I washed it. I probably even put it in the dryer, and it got really crinkly. Now it's rough and coarse and hard to work with, and the drape is awful. And by drape, I mean the way it lays. I think that's actually the technical term, and I'm trying to sound mildly intelligent when it comes to sewing, but truthfully, I know very little. I'm not a very technical person. I just kind of jump in and feel my way through. So this is yet again gonna be a pretty intuitive project where I attempt to turn this pile of garbage into something attractive. I feel pretty upset about ruining this fabric, and I'm really hoping that I can turn it around. So what I have here is this pattern that I find kind of ridiculous. I think it's potentially ridiculous in a very fun way. So the idea is we're gonna take a kind of silly pattern, a kind of messed up fabric, put the two together, and see if we can create something amazing. I know that two wrongs don't make a right, but in this instance, I'm really hoping that that is not the case. So I am excited to begin. I am excited to focus on one project right now because I want to feel like I am accomplishing something, and let's just see what happens. Well, I just got done cutting out all the different pieces, and I have to stop. I honestly have like 3 days worth of laundry to fold, but I'll be back soon. I'm gonna lay out the fabric and get all of the pieces cut out, and then I'll check in with you and let you know where we're at. So I've cut out all the pieces, and I feel like I'm missing some, but I guess I'll just figure that out as I go along and follow the instructions. Let me show you. It's a lot so far. Also, they are incredibly long. I know my head is gonna get cut off with this, but it's goes down to my feet. It's gonna be quite dramatic. Actually, no, I take that back. I think it's gonna be quite boring. I'm a little nervous at how boring this is gonna look and how it's gonna look just like a bathrobe, but I am so excited about the sleeves. I think they're gonna be ridiculously big. This is some kind of sleeve guide. I mean, I don't know technically what it's called. Okay, I could read it and then I'd know. Sleeve heading. So this is a sleeve heading, and what I think this is kind of like something that goes under the sleeve to maintain how big, poofy, and flouncy it is. So that's gonna be really exciting if that works. And I'm just trying to figure out, sorry, I think this is noisy. But see, look, it's a lot of pieces, but yet I still think I'm missing some because this is the under collar and I don't see the actual collar. So clearly I'm missing a collar. This sleeve has 2 pieces to it. So this is, I think, the part that goes under my arm. And then this is the actual monster sleeve. Like, look how big this is gonna be. It's gonna be absolutely ridiculous in all the right ways. Now, what I was saying before is that I've used this fabric previously. It actually ruined a garment that I was making. I'm a little nervous it's gonna happen again. I'm trying to think about what I can do to change the outcome, because like I said, the drape of this fabric and the way that it lays and what the fabric looks like when you actually put a hem on it is pretty gross in my opinion. And part of me was thinking it might be neat to have a raw edge, but then I don't want it to fray indefinitely. So I'm thinking of putting maybe some kind of lace border or trim around all of the edges. I found this here. It might be fun to border everything with this very kind of like exaggerated embroidered trim, just for something very eye-catching, making it different than just like a white bathrobe. So I think I'm just gonna have to play around with it and see where it leads me, and I'll definitely keep you in the loop. And fingers crossed this is not a total waste of time, energy, and fabric. Okay, so I've made some progress, but I'm kind of scared this is a very boring jacket. Then something interesting happened. I was going along in the instructions and it said, apply applique triangles to back matching dots. And I thought, what are they talking about? Applique triangles. But then I realized I missed something. So I went through all of these papers again. These were all the pieces that I'm not using that I didn't cut out. And I found this. I found this tiny little triangle. Once I applied the little triangles to the back, I thought, this is something. Combining applique with this trim, I think I just want to go crazy and just almost make like a walking piece of art. I have no idea what I'm doing. I've never done anything like this before, but I want to see where this takes me. Guys, I am so behind in life. I'm just sleeping in laundry. Don't tell anybody, but I finally just took a shower. It's been 5 days. This project is not making it easier because so far I hate it. The fabric, it's like so stretchy. Even though it's a woven fabric, it feels like I'm working with a knit fabric. And I don't like working with knits. I think I just never really learned how to do it properly. Part of me thinks, yeah, I'm recording, so. Oh, here, let's look for a towel. Check the chair. There's the one. Oh, shoot. Dude, I don't know, man. We have to have more towels because I've done almost all the laundry at this point. Go look in the dryer, or the dryer should have towels. Oh no, oh no. Did I lose the needle? Oh my God. Okay, I found it. It's in my pants. It's just not, oh, it's just a really busy time. So anyway, what I was saying is that I think I just hate this fabric. It's a weird jacket, and it's a weird fabric, and I don't know if the little circusy embroidered ribbon is really doing what I intended. Hopefully it pulls together and creates something unique. That seems kind of like a stretch, but you know, stranger things have happened. Okay, people, I'm not going to beat a dead horse here. I hate this fabric. I hate this jacket. I've left a few things undone. As you can see, I have not completed the facing. It's just hanging out. It's shabby, people. But, you know, the show must go on, so I will see you in the reveal. Not a fan of the jacket, not a fan of the entire sewing experience. I found the whole thing to be frustrating, draining, off-putting. The project really left a bad taste in my mouth. It's such a heavy fabric and it's so clingy and stretchy, and it creates very uneven, unkempt seams and edges. Ugh, I just don't like it. I mean, it's supposed to be a woven fabric, but it really acts like a knit. And like I said previously, I'm really uncomfortable sewing knits, and I know I'm doing something wrong. I know clearly you can sew knits successfully, but I don't know how. And since I'm just into woven fabrics and prefer them to knits, I've never really taken the time to teach myself. And normally I always try to see things through to the end, but in this instance, just being so behind on life for the past couple of weeks, we've had illness throughout the house, and then I had to go away for a small business trip. Everything has been kind of just compounded and accumulating, and I guess I just freaked out and was a bit too stressed to try to salvage this. So yeah, I don't prefer quitting on a project, but I did still have a lot of fun shooting the reveal. It is no secret that I love filming reveals. I think I indulge in them a little too much. I make them a little too long, and I'm sorry. And if you guys get through my reveals, I really appreciate it. Anybody who gets to the end of a video, I deeply appreciate it. It's my one time that I can be a bit cinematic. And I mentioned this a lot before, but my daughter Cici really films most of the reveal, and I just really love the camera angles, and we work on everything together, and I feel like she's really being groomed into an excellent cinematographer. And then I get to be a star in my own movies, which I always wanted to be an actor ever since I was a little girl. That's the most fun aspect of making these creative projects for me personally. Now, I wanted to mention something positive. I know that this video has been kind of a stressful downer, but one positive thing that happened this past week is I actually made my first income doing this as a business. So I wanted to thank you, Megan in Massachusetts, for purchasing the pants pattern. She's the first person who actually purchased my vintage pants pattern. Lots of people had expressed interest, but no one had actually purchased it. So I got to trace the pattern and send it to Megan and make my first few couple of dollars growing this channel into a profitable endeavor and a small business is my dream come true. So you are my first step towards realizing that dream, and I am just so grateful. And I'm grateful to all of you, everyone who has tuned in again, everyone who has tuned in for the first time. If you've made it to the end of this video, if you could like and subscribe, it means the world to me. I would love to be able to focus on this channel more often and turn it less into a hobby, more into a career, as I mentioned a few seconds ago, and your support is crucial for that. So until next time, see you soon. Bye.